Welcome. My name is Curtis Riles, and I'm here at Guiding Hand Hypnosis. Now, I understand the perception that a lot of you have about hypnosis. You're kind of uncertain about it. You want to know if it really works. But what I do here is I help people make changes in their lives because the power of the mind is something that few people actively try to harness. And it's really amazing when you can see these phenomenal changes being made, whether it's stopping smoking after having done it for 40 years, or whether it's losing 20, 30 pounds over the course of a few months. It's really empowering to make these changes using the power of the mind. Now, what I do here isn't the same as stage hypnosis. Hypnosis is essentially just a state of focused relaxation where you're able to kind of bypass the language barriers that prevent you from making proper changes. And when you change the language, you're able to change your reality. And then the body follows the mind. So my saying is that the future begins in your mind. I truly believe that's the case. You have to be able to use your imagination to create the realities that you want to live, and then let your subconscious mind agree to make those changes in your life. The difference between being 50 pounds overweight and being your ideal weight is simply a matter of behavior. And to get those, to get to that behavior, you need to work with the belief system surrounding that. And so what we do through hypnosis is a relaxation process and a focusing process where you're able to make the changes using suggestion to get to where you want to go. And the one question everybody has is, does hypnosis work? My answer is, of course, yes. I wouldn't be doing this if it didn't. I've seen amazing changes in my clients, and that's why I continue to do it. That's why I love what I do. The research out there, you'll find research that says it's the best thing in the world, and you'll find research that says, no, this doesn't work. Hypnosis isn't even real. So there's a wide range of papers that will tell you whatever you want to hear. I think that part of that is because people do not know why hypnosis works, um, only that it's a phenomenon that isn't well understood. And the other part of that is that people have these preconceptions that they're trying to prove by doing this research. And hypnosis, there's obviously science behind it, but it isn't a science, it's an art. And that's why I customize each of my sessions on an individual basis for my clients. Um, when you just do a recording or a standardized procedure, which is required for a scientific article, you're not using the language patterns and ideas and thoughts um, of the individual. And so that's what I do when I work with you, is I help you set the goals on your terms and get the ideas that you want to get to be successful. Um, I think a lot of the scientific literature is required to have a standardized process, which sort of takes the art away from it, and therefore the efficacy isn't necessarily as good. So what I'm able to do with our programs here is really work individually with each client to get at what they want and do things in the right way for them, not some standard program. Um, I do have a weight loss program and a stop smoking program, but these aren't the same for every person. We really do different things each and every time, and the way I work with you is different each and every time. And so hypnosis isn't even something that I do to you. It's really something that you do to yourself. And I, as a hypnotist, would guide you through that process. So hypnosis is a natural state. You go into it every day. Probably watching this video, you may find yourself in a light trance, just paying attention to what I'm doing, not really being aware of the rest of everything that's going on around you. And if that's the case, then that's all hypnosis is. It's not some zombie state where you're under my control. It's simply a relaxed state of focused attention where you're able to get the things that you want. Um, and so I encourage you to browse the website, look at our services that we offer, and feel free to contact me through email or phone call. It's guidinghandhypnosis@gmail.com, or my phone number is 608-886-5732. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.